In this video, we will discuss about Mangalore University 4th Sem BCA Java Programming Lab Part A programs. In a class pay with the data members string name, salary, DA, HRA, PF, gross salary, net salary and methods a pay, that is a parameterized constructor to initialize the data members, to calculate the salary components and void display to display the employee name, salary and all other salary components. And they have also mentioned how to calculate all these things. Now we have to write a main method to create an object of the class and call the methods to compute and display the salary details. So you have to remember, you have to create the object of the class pay and you have to call all those methods. This is an example to understand class basics. So now what should be the input for this particular code? The employee name and the salary, and the output should be the net salary. Now let us see how this class pay may look like. It may consist of data members as mentioned, string name, double salary, double DA, HRA, PF, gross salary and net salary. And they have also given how to calculate all these things, and these two are going to be our output. Now we should also define a constructor pay with these two inputs, that is string name and double S. So name, whatever you have taken as input, should be passed to an argument to this pay constructor. Then we want two methods, void calculate to calculate the salary components, that is your DA, HRA, PF, gross salary, and display to display all the details. Let us see the code. So this is how we declare our class pay. These things we call it as data members, and this is the constructor, and this is a method calculate, and you can also have a display method. A complete class can be created without any much difficulty because they have mentioned everything what should be done. So the same code or the same statements are converted into a class here. So here after the display method, we are going to create one more class that is called pay calculation, because it is mentioned we have to create an object for the class pay and we have to call all the methods. So what we are going to do, we are going to use a scanner to read the input. So we will just take only two inputs, that is the employee name and the employee salary, and we will create the object pay. This is the object pay. How to create the object? So objects can be created using new statement. So I say pay P is equal to new pay of, and whatever arguments you want you can pass. So this is how we create the objects, and we are also going to calculate and display methods are also calculate and display methods are also invoked directly by using the objects. So this is a simple program, and what you have to remember is only the logic of creating a class and how to invoke a class by creating an object. Let us see how this program is going to work. This is my program. As I mentioned, I am going to use two classes. So the first class I call it as pay, class pay, and the second class I am going to use a name called class pay calc, and I have stored or I have saved both the class inside a same file. So how to save this particular file means, always you have to save the file with the same name as the class name where your main method resides. Where is my main method? My main method is inside pay calc. You can also store it in separate files and you can compile, but you have to execute only the main method. Other classes cannot be executed. So for learning purpose, let me put all the classes inside the same file and save it with the same name as the class name where my main method resides. Let me compile and execute the program. Yes, it is compiled and I'll show you how this program is going to work. I'm just going to say, so this is the name of the program, that is public paycalc.java, and when I compile the program, two class files are created because my program contains two classes. One is pay, the other one is paycalc. But pay class contains only the structure of the class and it does not contain the main method, so it cannot be executed. Why we want to keep the main method separate from the normal classes means it is easy to extend and it can be used in inheritance, because main method can be only one for a particular program. So just we are going to keep two classes, pay and paycalc, and we are just going to compile and execute only the class which contains the main method. Now let me try to execute my class pay, which does not have a main method. So it will be giving you an error, that is public static main method not found. So what you have to do, you can just execute only the method which contains main. It is asking for the name. Let me give it as Vidya, and employee salary. Say I'm just going to give this 23,000. It will just print the data. Perfect. So here also what you have to remember is, whenever you calculate the percentage, you can go for calculate the value 15 divided by 100 as 0.15 or 15.0 to convert it to a floating point division. The output looks like this. Happy coding. You can check the complete coding link in description. Thank you.